Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to study about insert, delete, and update operation in a C Sharp. In the last video lecture, we have studied about how to insert the information, how to create a database. After creating, how to create a table, how to insert the information, and how to select the information from the database. So in this video, again, we are going to insert the information into table. We are going to delete the information from the table. Again, we are updating the information from the table. So let's start. For this, already I have designed my Windows form as the patient info to store the information of a patients when they admits in a hospital. So this is the design window. We have taken a text box for the uh, name address. To store the address, we have taken the control with the name of reach text box. For the blood group, we have taken the combo box. Then again text box for the disease, date time picker for the admit date, a bed number, again text box, and the doctor name who is handling this patient, again text box. So in a combo box we have already added a combo box of a blood group. We have added these values: a plus, b plus, ab plus, o positive, o positive, a negative, b negative, ab negative, and o negative. These are the values that we have added to the combo box. And now we will add the first of all we will add the database. So just go to view menu, search for the server explorer or a database explorer. So you will get the list of all the databases if you have already created databases in your system. Just right click on a data connection, select add connection. Here in a data source, select the Microsoft SQL Server database file, as we are using the SQL Server database file. So select it by clicking on a browse, select the location where you want to store your database, and here create the database. Just I am creating database with the name of hospital. Now log on to the server, use Windows authentication system, press OK. So hospital does not exist, so would you like to create it? Just to press yes. So it will create and a database with the name of hospital for us. Could not created, check the related errors. Okay, so might be some problem in the name of the database, so we'll change the name of the database as a hospital info. So again press OK. It will ask you for the creation of the database. Now we had a database with the name of hospital info. So first of all we need to add the table which will store the information of a patient. So as per your design window, create the table. First a name, address, blood group. So name of type n varchar up to 50 characters, doesn't allow null value. Then address, again n varchar up to 500 characters, doesn't allow null value. Then blood group, doesn't allow null value, nchar. Then go for the design of the disease, again when n varchar up to 50, doesn't allow null value. Then admit date, bed number, and doctor name. So admit date of type date time. Next column bed number of type integer, and the doctor name of type n varchar 250 and does not allow a null value. So we have created 7 columns. Compare with the design window 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Again we have 7 controls. So save this table. So I will store it as a patient. So just check whether that table is created. Yes, it is created. So first of all, we need to establish the connection. To establish the connection, just select your database that you have created. Then go to the properties of the database. Search for the property with the name of connection string. Select that connection string. Copy that connection string. Then now go to the code part of your project. Double clicking on any control. Just we have to use the namespace for the SQL database as a system dot data dot SQL client, and anywhere in the global section create an object of a SQL connection class and pass that copied connection string as a parameter to your connection class constructor. Double quote mark complete, bracket complete, semicolon. Now this is how we establish the connection with the database. Now after creating object of a connection class, we need to store the information which we will enter here will be stored into a table patient. So just double click on add. So within the try block, open the connection. First of all, con dot open, con dot open, then create the SQL command class object as a CMD is equal to new SQL command, and within this SQL command class we have to create the query to insert the value into a table. So insert into the table name is patient. So just PATIENT, just check the name of the table. Insert into patient values, open bracket, single quote, double quote, again single quote, within this, sorry, single quote, and within this plus plus. The first value is the text name of the patient from the text box one dot text. Again single quote, double plus, double quote, single quote, and within the double plus sign, the next value is from the reach text area, reach text box one dot text, because it is address. Just close property window. Then comma, single quote, double plus, double quote, single quote, and inside it combo box one dot text, that is blood group. Third value, then next disease, single quote, double plus, double quote, single quote, and text box two dot text, comma, single quote, double plus, double quote, single quote. I think so. Admit date. After disease, it's admit date. So for the admit date, we need to convert that value using the convert class to date time, because we have taken the data type in a table as a date time, and to the date time method pass the value date time picker one dot text, the value from the date time picker. Okay, then comma, single quote, double plus, double quote, single quote, and inside a double plus sign, I think so, bed number. So we need to, we're taking that value into integer, so we need to convert that value into integer, and the value from the text box 3 dot text as the bed number, and the last value as the name of the doctor, single quote, double plus, double quote, single quote, and the value from the text box 4 dot text as a doctor name. So closing bracket for a value, double quote mark to complete the string, comma, pass the connection class object as a second parameter to your command class. Take one variable as a insert is equal to cmd dot execute non-query. So we have discussed about the non-query, when to use a non-query, execute non-query, and when to use the execute header. Then if insert is equal to 1, message box dot show the text box 1 dot text is the patient name, text box 1 dot text plus is equal to is admitted, else message box dot show not admitted. This is completion of try block. We have to write the catch block. Within the catch block, create the object of exception class as e1, and within the catch block, message box dot show e1 dot message, and a finally block to close all the connections. So save it, just run your application. So we will add Tushar Gavde, post Gopalpur under the Tahsil Pandharpur from the district Solapur with the pin code. So this is the information. The blood group is AB positive. Disease, a skin problem. Admitted today only. Bed number 501401. Doctor name Dr. Karan Day. So add it. So Tushar Gaude is admitted. So just press OK. Stop the execution. Just will cross verify actually this value is added to our database or not. Just go to Server Explorer, refresh your database, then right click on table, show table data. So you can see this is the patient that we have added from the current execution. Now we will code for the delete. So whenever we will press on delete button, it must open the window for delete. So we'll add one form for the delete operation as a delete patient. So we have added a form with the name of delete patient. So for this we will just text a property of a button as a delete and take a text box. So we will delete the patients as per the bed number. When he is leaving, we will release that bed. So bed number for that particular. Okay. So here for the delete button, we will code create the object of a delete patient. D is equal to new delete patient. D dot show and this dot hide is the main window. And again on the patient here we'll add one more button to go back to the main form. Go back to the main form. So text property back to main form. Okay, and here for the main form, the name of the main form is maybe form 1. So here form 1 f is equal to new form 1 f dot show, and this dot hide. So hide the delete form. So first of all we will check that this application executes correctly or not. Now delete. Okay, so delete, we have not code for the delete. Back to the main form. Yes, it is. Now we have to code for the delete. So open a designed upper, so just double click on it. Okay, so stop execution. Okay, so here again using system dot data dot SQL client, create the object of SQL connection class anywhere in the global session. Scon is equal to new SQL connection at the rate, pass that copied string as a parameter to your connection class. Now so whenever we will click on this delete button, so within the try block, open the connection con.open, using the SQL command class, write a query as a SQL command cmd is equal to new SQL command delete from table name. So the table name is patient only, PATIENT. Okay, delete from a patient where, so what is the column name, bed number. Okay, so use the same name, bed number is equal to single quote double quote plus plus double quote single quote the text box 1 dot text, because go to the design, this is the text box 1 for the form delete patient. Okay, so text value from the text box 1 dot text, double quote more complete comma, pass the connection class object as a second argument. Now integer del is equal to cmd dot execute non-query, so it will return the number of rows affected by. If so del is greater than or equal to 1, a message box dot show del plus equal to patient is removed from system, else message box dot show no found for double quote plus text box 1 dot text plus wait catch block, create an object of exception class as e1, and message box dot show e1 dot message, and write the finally block con dot close. So save it, just run application. So press or insert some more values, ASDFG address underscore Sonarpur, blood group is A positive, disease, hair fall, admitted, the bed number 501, the doctor name is Dr. Sushant. So added successfully. Okay, here we forgotten to use the new keyword. So go to the delete no record from the bed. Okay, so 401 we have added. So one patient is removed from the system. Back to main form. Okay, so we'll close. Now we'll cross verify actually that patient is removed from the table or not. Just first of all refresh your information of a table. Just right click and show table data. So that patient with the bed number, okay, will execute. Okay, just stop the execution, close it. Now after stopping the execution, just search for the server explorer, refresh your database. Again one more time, refresh your table, just go to the show table data. So the patient with the bed number 50401 we have deleted, and this was the patient that we have added. So the delete operations also works properly. So then for the update, just we will discuss about update, how to update. So we will update the doctor name for the allocated bed. Okay, so for this purpose, first of all we will add some values as XYZ patient, address A, okay, the blood group, the disease, again cancer, the bed number 123, the doctor name. Okay, so add it. So after adding XYZ, it must clear all these things, means all the input controls. Admitted, we will change it. Okay, we have to change it as actually state the bed number 121, doctor. Okay, just add. So after clicking on add button, it must clear all these things, input control. So for this purpose, just go to your design window, double click on add button, and in add button go for the finally, and here clear all the controls. So I think so on form 1 we have a text box 1 dot text, is equal to, make it as clear, then rich text area, combo box, text box, 2 3 4, 4 text boxes. So just copy this, paste it. So change the names of the text box 2 also, text box 3 also, text box 4 also. So one combo box dot text is equal to, again make it clear, then rich text area. Okay, so for the rich text area, again rich text box dot text is equal to, again make it clear. So save it, just execute it. So doctor name, Dr. Kale. So add it now. This is okay. So we have added. So for the update, again for the update also, we'll take one form, a new form only. So just add a new form, a Windows form as update. So press, just add the form. So right, we will add two buttons again, one for update, one for to go to the back, main form, back to the main form. Okay, so here just right click on this button, go to the property, so go to the text property, then update, and here back to main form. Okay, so here we will add two text boxes, one for the bed number which you want to update, and one text box for the name of the doctor which you want to, for which bed you want to update the doctor. Okay, so just we'll use the labels also here, the label one, bed number, and the next label as doctor name. So change doctor name. So just we'll click code for the back to the main form. So create the object of a form one, f is equal to new form one, f dot show, and this dot hide. So this is the code for back to the main form. For the update, so first of all we need to establish the connection with the database of this particular form. So for this purpose, again use the namespace using system dot data dot data dot sql client. So again create the connection class object as con is equal to new connection class object at the rate symbol within the double quote mark, paste the connection strings. So just to copy the connection string from the database, just go to database explorer, right click, copy it. So go for the patient design, delete, update, update. Okay. So here paste that string, double quote mark, complete, bracket complete. So establish the connection. Then we will code for the update. Now within the update, try. So open the connection, con.open, then write the query using SQL command class. SQL command class cmd is equal to new SQL command class, and write the query update table name, patient, set dname is equal to, so just to go for the table, it's dname only. Okay, it's dname only. So dname is equal to single quote double quote plus plus double quote single quote, and within this go to the design form. We have to set the name from here, so it is text box 2. So set dname is equal to text box 2 dot text, where byte number equals to single quote double plus double quote single quote, here double quote plus mark, text box 1 dot text, where byte is equal to text value from the text box 1 dot text, double quote mark, complete, comma, connection class object. Then integer update is equal to cmd dot execute non-query again. Now if up is equal to 1, message box dot show doctor for bed number plus a value from the text box 1 dot text is updated, else message box dot show no record found for text box 1 dot text bed. Catch block, use the create the object of exception class as e1, and message box dot show e1 dot message, and within the binary block con dot close text box 1 dot text is equal to null, text box 2 dot text is equal to null. So save it, just we will execute it, just we will see the information that we have added to the table. So first of all, go to the database or refresh or show, check the information that we added to table. So we have the information for the 121, 123, 456 and 501. So we'll update the doctor just for the 121. Okay, so click on update. So expected here. Okay, so save it, just again execute it, click on update. So we have not code for the update button. Okay, so form design one, on update button, update. The form name is update only, so we need to check it in a solution explorer. So go for the solution explorer, it's update.cs. Okay, so on main form, double click on update. New update u.show and this dot height. So save it, just execute. Okay, is equal to, just save it, run your application, click on update button. Now the bed number 121 and change the doctor name with the Dr. Shankar Gadve. Update. So bed for the doctor for the bed number 121 is updated. So okay, so back to the main form. So stop the execution. We'll check whether that value is updated or not. So go to the database explorer, refresh our table, just right click and show table data. Now for the bed number 121 doctor is not updated, so just close it, all the things. One more time, refresh, just again go to the table data. Now you can see the doctor name for the bed number is updated. So this is how we can perform the update operation in a C sharp. Again we will code for the exit, this dot close. So again, if you want to see the total number of patients admitted to the hospital, so we'll code for the same also, just add one button and the text property of this button change view patients. Okay, so for this add one more form, as a record. So add the data grid view. So add the data source for this data grid view. Select the data source just by clicking on this right arrow, choose the data source. Here at the project data sources, then database. From the database, select our database hospital info. Then next, just press OK. Yes, return the information. So wait a minute, it is restoring the information. So from the tables, so patient table information, this particular data grid view. So just we'll add one label. Go to the property of this label, text property of this label, information of all patients. Okay, now we will code for this button. Record r is equal to new record r dot show and this dot hide. Okay, and on a record design, add one more button. Go to the text property of design, back to main form or main window also you can write, and here create the object of a form 1 is equal to new form 1 f dot show and this dot hide. So save it, just execute it. So just execute it. So just view patients. So these are the all the patients that were admitted. So back to main form again. Now you can delete the patient. So bed number we will enter 456, delete, or one patient deleted, back to main form, then again view patients. So we need to refresh it. Okay, so we can add a code for this also. So this is how we can insert, delete and update the information. We can see the information using ADO.NET, SQL connection class, SQL data adapter class, SQL command class, and all these things about this selecting, inserting, deleting and updating the information in a database. Thank you.